you were to post a video of this place on YouTube, you would be prosecuted because this is private property.
You wouldn't be prosecuted. I mean, prosecuted would mean it was a criminal offence.
Well, it is, because you're taking a video of something that we've told you can't.
Do you mind me asking why you were taking a picture of my vehicle?
Absolutely, yeah. Just taking photos, just like yourself.
Aye. But why are you taking a picture of a private vehicle?
Just like yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Is this just a hobby that you do?
It is, yeah. I've
It
got
is.
a YouTube channel as well.
Do you have your IDs for flying the drone?
Why would I need those?
Because you need a flyer ID or an operator ID because you've got a camera on it.
There's no need for me to sort of satisfy anyone here that it was done legally. What you need to satisfy me about is why a member of staff was sent off-site to come and take pictures of my vehicle.
I'm just not sure how I feel about this.
Okay, I mean...
It seems rather odd to be getting filmed by a third party within the building that I ran.
Right.
All of this seems a little bit unusual.
Hi folks, we're here today at a place called Skibo Castle, which is home to the Carnegie Club, which is a very exclusive members club for celebrities and the rich and famous. Now, the reason we've come here today, the channel's taken a little bit of a detour recently, focusing not so much on drone rights, but on access rights to private land. Now, the Carnegie Club have been very vocal in the past about their opposition to the Land Reform Act. They did not want it to come into power or into force. And they even said if it did, they would just sell the property because there's no point having an exclusive club if just anyone can walk onto the land and have a look around. So guess what we're going to do today? I think I know how to get onto the land. I mean, obviously I could just hop over this wall, but I don't really want to do that. There's a big fence at the end of this road. A big gate and fence at the end of this road. I'm being optimistic and hoping that a little side gate is unlocked, but I haven't tested it yet. These places can be weird with security. You know, they'll have CCTV everywhere. They'll have big wrought iron gates, and then they'll have a little gate at the side that's just left open. This isn't meant to be like a pen testing channel. I'm not here to show ways to get into private property, but I mean, there's a pretty obvious way in there. If you've got a low wall like that and nicely maintained grass on the other side, it's pretty obvious that you're heading in the right direction. I see a CCTV camera watching me already. No way. That is insane. What did I tell you? Big security gates there and a little side gate left open. This, by the way, is a very, very long driveway. So expect an edit round about now. If they give us any hassle about saying that we're within the curtilage of their property, straight over into one of those fields, and that, I believe, would be legally fine. You know, the curtilage isn't all the land that belongs to the property. It's an area around the property that is sufficiently large enough for the people living there to enjoy their property. And that does not extend to them saying things like, oh, well, we've got that field 3 miles away that we like to go shooting in. Well, okay, you can go shooting in there, but people can also walk there. It extends to things like gardens. If they had like a little pond near their house, you know, that sort of thing. It doesn't extend to a loch, fields. I think they would probably be able to argue that the driveway is included in the curtilage, but that doesn't mean that everything adjacent to the driveway is also in the curtilage. Right, that is definitely the main building. So, I'm really surprised no one has challenged us yet. Let's take the opportunity for a little walk around. The potting shed is closed, and yet the door is open. There is a helicopter landing pad Can you see that? I'd kind of like this visit to maybe provoke them a little bit. You know, there are lots of landowners around Scotland that welcome people to come and enjoy their beautiful estates. You might have seen the other video on the channel with Joe from the Belladrum estate. I mean, what an absolute gentleman he was. But then you get places like this that will say, if people are allowed to walk onto our land, we will sell the building because there's no point us having an exclusive club here. Well, okay, sell the building. You know, sell it to, like, you know, Scottish Natural Heritage or the National Trust for Scotland or something like that. Let them take over it and open it up for the public to come and visit. If you don't want to share, but you do want to operate in this country, then you have to follow the rules of the country. You don't have to like them, you just have to obey them. It's quite some place, isn't it? Oh, there's a light on there. There's definitely somebody here. Okay, that guy on the bike definitely saw me. I don't think they care that I'm here. It's some sort of presumably ex-military vehicle up there that they've got for accessing the rougher parts of the estate. I mean rougher land. I don't mean there's a load of chavs living around here somewhere. I think they would have been seen off quite quickly. There's another one of those army vehicles over there. Wow. Okay, something's happening. It's a bit silly guessing in these videos because I'm sure someone watching is thinking, nah, you idiot, that's whatever it is. But I'm out here all on my own, chattering to myself. I've got to think of something to say. That looks like a tennis court over there with two nice little benches at the side for spectators to sit on. Oh, that's nice. I thought that bridge was way narrower than it is. Ah, they've got swans on the lake. Hi, so this is the spa and gym. And I guess this is a swimming pool. Yep. Reception. There we go. I do love a sign for reception. It is an invitation to walk the way it points. And how could anybody be offended by you following their invitation? Aha! This must be reception. The doors are opening. Oh, hello. Sorry, a bit out of breath. I've been walking. I think I've walked half the estate. I'm just looking to check which areas are like within the building's curtilage, so I can make. I'm doing some drone videos around the area, and I just want to make sure I'm outside the curtilage of the property.
Does Gary know about this?
I don't think anyone here knows about it, unless they've seen me wandering around.
Managing director.
I've not spoken to anyone, no. You're the first people I've spoken to. I've been walking around for ages looking for someone. Went down to that building down the bottom of the hill, because I saw a van down there, but there's no one there.
No.
And loads of vans have driven past me, but no one's stopped.
I don't know. So what is it you want to take drones off?
I'm just going to fly sort of around and over the top of the castle.
Is this been manager approved?
No. No, it's nothing to do with the castle. It's just something I do as a hobby.
I'm not sure if
I don't think you're allowed to do that, I'm afraid, because we're a private members club. So, yeah,
You
it would have to be
emailed or
yeah.
requested.
Do you mind if I just phone our managing director?
Oh, no, not at all.
Where's his number? Gary, I'm really sorry to bother you. It's Colin, it's Steve here. Hey, I'm fine, thanks. We've got a gentleman here at Switch. He's wanting to take a drone off the castle. Put a drone up. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, he's not. Right. Thank you. Bye. No, 100%. I'm really sorry.
He doesn't really have the authority to say no.
It's a private
It's a
property.
private club, so
It's private property. You can walk.
Yeah.
Absolutely walk. Can't drive on the estate, but
No.
drone is a definite no-no.
But I'm fine to just walk around.
You're fine to walk around, but please don't use the drone.
I am going to use the drone. I've come a long way to do this video today.
You've put us in a really awkward position. Where's transport?
Callum, I don't know if it's in school, has he got the...
I think we'll just have to ask you to leave.
what's the reason for recording in here?
I just make YouTube videos of drone
You need
flights.
to ask permission in a private property.
No, you're fine. There's areas that it's fine to walk around. That's why I was checking where the curtilage
You
is.
can walk around, but it's private for taking any footage of here.
No.
It's private property. It's like if someone will go into your house and puts a drone and records in this, so that's not allowed.
But people can do that. There's nothing to stop them doing
You
it.
cannot go, I mean, they can, but it's illegal to go and walk around your garden or your home.
To walk around the garden or the home, yes, that's why I'm checking where's the curtilage of the property, so I can make sure I'm outside.
Okay.
Oh, right.
It's like, for instance, as I was walking along the driveway, there's lots of fields on either side, so I know I'd be fine to go and stand in one of those fields, but I'd prefer to stand closer to the castle. So I'm just wanting to check where the boundary is.
Okay, I mean, you can walk around the state, but it is illegal to do any footage without the director's permission.
Transport, come in, please.
No, it's not. It's absolutely
Well,
fine.
the director just told us, yeah, so...
I mean, directors of companies can be wrong too.
Well,
Well,
he's
it's
the
either that
one
or
that has
we
the words on this, so
Okay,
it can
Gary.
be prosecuted if there's anything online posted without his permission.
So prosecuted.
I mean, it can lead wrong into you if it was anything posted and then.
Yeah, if you were to post a video of this place on YouTube, you would be prosecuted because this is private property.
You wouldn't be prosecuted. I mean, prosecuted would mean it was a criminal offence.
Well, it is,
It is
because
a criminal offence.
you're taking a video of something that we've told you can't. Because it's private property. This whole estate is private.
But that's absolutely fine to take pictures of people, of things, even if people don't want you to.
I'll call Gary back and get in.
Yeah. You can ask. I mean, I don't know how far.
It really is. He was driving. All our phones have. Alan. What's Alan Transport do?
I will probably just. How far is Xavier or Gary?
Zab's in Dorn. I don't know where Gary is.
I will ask maybe Xavier. Or I can call Xavier and you call Gary.
Hi, it's me again, sorry. The gentleman's not having it. He's standing here saying he's going to be taking drones. Can you help us, please? Right. Yeah, okay. I'd like to speak to you.
I don't want to speak on the phone, I don't hear particularly well, so I don't want to try and have a conversation on
The
the phone.
managing director wants to speak to you.
Okay, what I'll do, I'm just going to go and crack on with it from where I think is fine to do, and if someone thinks I'm in an area I'm not allowed to be, they can come and let me know, and I'll move somewhere else. But I'm not going to try and speak on the phone, because I just don't hear very well on the phone.
He won't come to the phone, Gary.
No, it's not that. I told you why
What's your name?
I don't want to give you my name.
He's not going to give us his name. Yes. He's going to go and... Oh shit, where did that go?
I think you pressed that top button by mistake.
Hi. Oh, damn it. Poor Gary.
Is he?
So you're going to take a drone, but you're not willing to speak to the managing director?
Oh no, I'm quite willing to speak to him. I just...
Hi, sorry, I cut you off.
Just speaking to him on the phone would be a one-way conversation.
Sorry, Gary. Really sorry to bother you. He won't come to the phone. He doesn't hear very well, seemingly. But
Okay.
and he won't give us his name. And he's wanting to take a drone off the cartilage.
No. I'm wanting to fly...
Why don't you just speak to him?
Ask him to come and speak to me. I'll speak to him like I'm speaking to you here. I can hear you just fine. Okay. Okay, I'll try and speak to him.
Here's the gentleman, Gary.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gary. I'll hand you back to the lady. I'm not sure if he's hung up or...
Hello. Hi. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Gary. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Right, so he more or less just had to track on with it. That's your understanding as well? I don't want anyone sort of challenging me when I'm flying the drone because it's a distraction.
Well, it's not us challenging you, it's protecting the property as well, and we have to do as what the director says. So it's not really us not wanting you to not do it, but when it's somewhere private property, it's illegal to use your equipment to record or take any footage from it.
It isn't illegal.
So
Well,
it's
just
not.
crack on.
It's not.
Right.
Crack on.
Okay.
We've got all the CCs anyway.
Okay. Right, sure.
Keep all the CCs going.
There's also a shooting going around.
Yeah,
the
we've also
state.
got a pheasant shoot on, so
Okay.
if you hear a bang, don't go there.
No, I won't. I'll be reasonably close to the castle. Just make sure that I'm on the area where people can exercise their access rights. But I mean, Gary clearly understood all about the right to roam. He was saying...
We're not questioning the right to roam at all. We're not questioning that at all. You're more than welcome.
All right. It's just
The drone.
It's just the drone that's the issue.
The film.
But it's just a leisure activity. You
And
can...
you said you're going to put it on social media.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
That's fine. I'm not doing anything that I'm not allowed to do.
It's your own risk, really. So.
Oh well, I will assume the risk then.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you for your help, ladies. Okay, so this has kind of taken a weird turn. That chap on the phone, Gary, it's very civil, no aggro. He was under the impression that it's absolutely... He mentioned the right to roam, he mentioned, that he recognised me using the word curtilage, obviously told him that I knew what was going on, what rules I had to follow. So he just said outright, you're fine to just walk around the estate. He didn't even say to not walk around the castle or anything. But he was under the impression that you're not allowed to use drones because drones aren't mentioned in the Land Reform Act, which they're not. But what is mentioned is any recreational activity. He didn't like that I wouldn't give him a name, and I totally respect that. A few people have commented on my videos, especially other auditors, saying that I shouldn't give my name. Now, I nearly always do give my name, because I'm usually at places for work, and you don't turn up somewhere to do some work and refuse to tell them what your name is. I'm making these videos secondary to my job. But this is all about making a video. So I thought, right, well, if I'm like 100% part of the auditing world, then there's people been doing it a lot longer than I have. I kind of have to respect their way of working and toe the line, you know? So no names. I hope that makes you happy, fellow auditors. This is the first video in a while where it's actually come down to the drone issue rather than the land rights issue. Gary on the phone said he can count on one finger the number of times they've had someone turn up here to fly a drone. Now, I don't know if I am that one finger. I'm sure he'd like to give me the finger. Or maybe he wouldn't. He sounded like a perfectly polite chap. Oh, I've come the wrong way. I've walked up into the wrong bit. Ah, what? Do I have to go all the way back round there? I think Mother Nature might be keeping the drone on the ground today. But I'm going to fly if at all possible. It's a shame about this black van parked outside. Do you remember the video from Ardross Castle? Beautiful scenery, perfect weather, and a big red van parked outside the front of it. I thought when I was editing that video, just for a laugh, I should have gone and asked the guy to move his van. But that might have been a wee bit cheeky. I'm going to decide arbitrarily that this is the curtilage of the property.
Home point updated.
How's things?
Pretty good. What a beautiful building it is to photograph.
It's alright, isn't it? I've just been asked to basically just come out here and ask if it's okay, if you're okay not to fly over the castle itself.
Oh, okay. I've done a few shots already going over the castle, but I won't be doing any more.
No problem.
I
know you've got a right to roam everything else, so I've got absolutely no right to ask you to leave. But if you're just okay not flying over the castle.
Yeah, that's fine.
that'd be
I think that's probably actually the last shot I'm going to do.
All right,
I'm
sound.
going to have a walk down to the where the bridge is as well, and do a few flights around there.
Certainly.
But I'm just trying to quickly think.
What's the purpose? Have you got a YouTube channel or?
Yeah, I just like making videos of interesting buildings.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's always interested me as well, like the right to roam. And it's strange here because I expected the response here would be like, no, you're not allowed on the estate at all.
Right.
And it was, yeah, you're absolutely fine here. You can walk around. You just can't fly a drone.
But yeah, it depends who you catch really. There's a couple of management that they'd be pretty stern on asking you to leave, but at the end of the day, the law's the law. So.
I might just do a few sort of.
I mean,
shots
it's not a bad
inside
time to be here. We've got no guests at the moment, so.
Yeah, I was surprised how quiet it was. Like even just walking along the driveway, I expected to be challenged.
Well, we're pretty much in closure at the moment.
All right, okay.
I think the only sort of qualms they have is because it's members only here. A lot of the stuff that is here is sort of privately owned.
Right. Okay.
So we kind of give them the promise that we'll look after it and keep it private. Anyways, mate, I'll leave you to it.
Okay, man. Thanks. I shouldn't be long.
Yeah, no stress.
I think after going down there, I think that'll be me away.
No bother. I'll be hanging about just over there, but.
Right. I told the ladies at the office when I'm done, I'll come in and let them know. So
Okay.
then, if they see a drone, they know it's nothing to do with me. Because you know, might get someone else up here that doesn't sort of fly responsibly or something.
Aye, no,
So
that's fine.
cool.
Enjoy, mate.
All right, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Home point updated.
Got a warning of a geolock zone here as well. I got one up at the castle too. I think it's crazy that these private establishments can get their premises geolocked. Like, I mean, I'm making wild assumptions here, but I assume they do it so that when they've got VIPs here and guests that the paparazzi might be interested in, they can just lock the airspace. They shouldn't be able to do that. The airspace is nothing to do with them. You know, if you want to be completely away from the public's gaze, then stay inside. If you want to be outside enjoying the countryside, then you share the countryside with everyone else. Right, can I be bothered doing stills of this place? The weather's gloomy, it's getting windy. I don't think the pictures would sell. There'd be way better pictures. They're just going to sit in a library, taking up space on the agency server. Oh, I don't know. I've made money from weirder things. Hello again.
Ah, yeah.
I pretty much done. I forgot to get any stills of it while I was here, so I'm just getting this on my way back out.
Don't shoot the messenger, but they're asking if you can leave now, if that's all right.
All right. Why? I mean, I'm going pretty soon anyway, but...
Yeah, they're just not keen on you flying a drone over. I know it's you got a right to roam, but it's still a private members club.
Yeah, but if you've got a right to roam, you can fly a drone anywhere you can go. It's just any recreational activity you're allowed to do.
Yeah, I know it's a tricky one, but
It's not that tricky.
like I said, don't shoot the messenger.
No, I won't. I know it's...
But I'm sure if you don't leave in the next 5 minutes or so, then you'll probably have to deal with somebody else who's a little less pleasant than I am.
I can deal with unpleasantness. Don't worry.
It would just make everyone's life easier.
I just want to get done what I've come here to do and then
No,
be
absolutely.
off. I mean, there's no like invasion of privacy issue or anything, is there? There's nobody here. Not photographing any people.
Their belongings are, though.
Oh, it's not a privacy issue. It's only the people that you've got to sort of take into account. I'm not photographing anything through windows or anything. I'm nowhere near.
Like I say, mate, I'm just a messenger. I'm on an hourly rate. I'm just passing on the message. If you're all right, it'd make my life a lot easier if you could leave.
All right, I'll just be a couple more minutes.
No problem.
I've just got to get finished. I've come a long way to do this.
No, I totally understand.
And, you know, obviously I'd sort of made sure in advance I had all the right clearance and everything for it.
Did you?
Yeah. Not from them. I mean, from the Civil Aviation Authority, and,
Right.
you know, made sure that there weren't any flight restrictions in the area. So.
In all honesty, I'm sure if you phoned Skibo in advance and explained what you were doing, they might have even invited you with open arms.
Oh, right, okay. I mean, they were very good when I went into the office as far as saying, you know, you can walk around the estate.
Reason being is that much like myself as well, is at the end of the day we're just here to do a job and we just get told what to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't we all, man?
Well.
I'm just going to try and get one from the front here.
Whereabouts are you parked?
Long way away.
All right.
Long way away.
On the estate itself, or you?
No, nowhere near it. No. I was expecting it to be a bit more of a challenge to get onto the estate, to be honest.
Right.
So I kind of came expecting to like have to, don't know, maybe climb over a wall or something. But
they are working on that, funnily enough.
On what?
More security.
All right, okay. Well, I mean, if I can get in, anyone can.
That's very true, yeah.
No, don't think there's anyone in there.
Got it.
Oh, hi. Just let you know, that's me done. The chap came out and spoke to me. Very good employee, I would say. Very courteous. So yeah, I'm done. I'm just going to head off now. So thank you for your time.
Okay. You took videos of the castle?
Videos of the castle, the buildings that are down the hill as well.
And did Gary agree that, Mr. Gruber, agree that you could take a video of the castle?
No, Gary was of the same view that you were, that you've got a right to walk around the estate, but not a right to take pictures. But I'm afraid that's not correct. That's not what the law is. Okay. I work within the law, obviously, and I do this every day.
How would you feel if it was your... That camera better not be on either.
My body cam? Oh, I keep my body cam on all the time.
Oh, you do? Right, bye.
Okay, cheerio. Thanks, here, homie. Catch you later. Have a good day. Why did she react that way to the body cam? That was very strange.
Well, I mean, I guess all said and done, she's still at a place of work. And like I say, we're all just on an hourly rate. Probably can't be bothered doing with any of this hassle. And I know you're doing your thing. Yeah. But at the same time, we're trying to do our thing as well. We get asked to do something by management, which is keep the likes of yourself off the estate. So that's all we're pushing for.
Right, yo.
So yeah.
Okay. The likes of myself. Cool. All right, man. Cheers. Catch you later. Have a good day.
You too.
So that was a mixed bag of interactions. Everyone I spoke to today was absolutely fine, apart from that main lady in the office. I mean, you know, the other ones were talking about how it's, you know, you're not allowed to fly drones, you'll be prosecuted. I mean, it's water off a duck's back, all that nonsense. That's either something they've heard somewhere or someone above them has told them it. The guy that came out to speak to me was fine. The guy on the phone was fine. The managing director. But that lady that was like seemed to be the main one in the office, she seemed to be more personal about it, you know? It was like, you know, you will obey my orders kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't rude or anything, but yeah, I just didn't, I didn't think she represented the place too well, you know. You'll have seen yourself on most of the videos that I do. Pretty much everyone around Scotland is polite, even if they do make up rules about no drones, etc. But she seemed a bit edgy. Didn't warm to her. Anyway, that is the end of our video at the Carnegie Club at Skibo Castle. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Cheerio. you mind me asking why you were taking a picture of my vehicle?
Absolutely, yeah. Just taking photos, just like yourself.
Aye. But
Yeah.
why are you taking a picture of a private vehicle?
Just like yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Is this just a hobby that you do?
It is, yeah.
It
I've got
is.
a YouTube channel as well.
Right. So you're not working at the moment.
What's that?
You're not working for the estate at the moment. This is just something you're doing independently as a hobby.
No, I'm working for the estate.
You are, okay. Right. Make sure you don't delete that because I'll need to request it under GDPR.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I'm not really too interested either.
That's fine.
I've been as nice as I possibly can to you.
Yeah, you have.
And
But obviously someone's from the estate has sent you out there to get a picture of my car.
absolutely.
Yeah. So you need to make sure you keep it. And you, all right. And I need to be able to request a copy of it under GDPR, which
That's
is like,
fine, yeah. Not a problem.
okay.
Honestly, I'll do what I got to do. You do what you want to do.
Yeah. All right, man. It's disappointing. Disappointing.
Disappointing towards me.
Yeah.
In what way?
You seemed very civil back at the castle.
I am civil, but I've still got a job to do. I've still got a family at home to feed. I've got to make sure I get paid and I don't
Oh,
get in trouble.
I've no objection to you doing it, but I don't know. There's a different vibe between us at the moment, isn't there, than there was back at the castle?
Between you and I?
Yeah.
That's all.
More confrontational, perhaps.
No, I'm not being confrontational.
Okay, fair enough then.
No,
I'm
honestly, I'm not being confrontational.
All right.
But
No worries then. Misinterpreted.
yeah, no problem.
Okay.
All the best.
Catch you later, man. I can't believe I went in the long way to this estate and then walked all that distance. And then after that chap came out to get a picture of my car and license plate, I decided I'm going to go back in and speak to them. And I found this way in. I want to go to the office and ask them why they sent a member of staff out to photograph my license plate when I'm parked way off site. I had a feeling the guy was following me. He kind of parked up a way back and was just sitting there for no apparent reason. And then when I got to my car, he pulled up nearby, pretended to be going into a building, and said that the estate owned the building. Because I had a little chat with him, didn't even bother putting the body cam on because he'd seemed, absolutely fine when I talked to him on the estate. And then as I started going back to my car, he wasn't actually going into the building, he had gone round to photograph my car. Hi there. I was speaking to a few people here earlier. I was doing some drone pictures of the castle.
All right.
There was a bit of hostility about me doing the drone pictures, but everything had kind of ended quite well, I thought, and I'd left the estate. A member of staff came and started taking pictures of my vehicle, which is parked way off the estate. I spoke to him, and he said he'd been told to come out and do it.
Right. I've just come on shift, so I don't know anything about this.
No, me neither. I need to find out what's going on because I don't know why a member of staff from the estate has been sent to take pictures of a private vehicle parked away from the estate.
Do you know who it was? Sorry, did you get a name?
I don't know his name, I'm afraid, no.
Honestly, I've just come on shift. I have no idea.
Right.
Nobody's mentioned anything to me,
Okay.
so I don't really know what to tell you.
Right. Is it possible you could speak to someone and find out? Because obviously it's quite concerning that a situation that I thought had ended seems to still be continuing. And also,
what it looked like, sorry.
He had a hat on. I think he had like a sort of a goatee beard type.
Quite little.
Not little, but a little bit shorter than me.
I think his shift ended, to be honest with you. I know that the next lot of security's just come in, so I would assume that...
Oh, he's not security. He's told me his job, which I've actually forgotten at the moment, but he mentioned what his job was, and he said, but while there's nobody here, he's just sort of working as a security. But
yeah, no worries. Leave it with me. Hold on 2 minutes. I don't even have to get in contact with. I know that there's no... it's just one-on-one all.
It's not specifically to get in contact with him, it's to find out why someone has told him to go out and do this. And why they want a picture of my car.
Morning, Peter, come on in. I honestly have no idea.
Okay.
Sorry. I've literally just come on shift and nobody's mentioned anything to me, so...
Oh, sorry. I'll need to find out though before I leave.
Do you want me to leave a number? I can get someone to give you a call back, or?
No, I want to find out right now.
I don't have a manager or anyone in for you to speak to, and as I said, nobody's mentioned anything. He was taking pictures with a drone, and someone took a photo as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have your IDs for flying the drone?
Why would I need those?
Because you need a flyer ID or an operator ID because you've got a camera on it.
Okay.
Because I've just downloaded the Scottish laws. So.
Rightio. As far as flying the drone, everything was done legally, so there's no need for me to sort of satisfy anyone here that it was done legally. What you need to satisfy me about is why a member of staff was sent off-site to come and take pictures of my vehicle parked away from the estate.
Because we need to keep track of who comes in and out the estate. It's for safety reasons, security reasons.
How would I get a copy of that picture? Because obviously you'd be bound by GDPR.
That I'm not sure about.
Okay.
That I am not sure about.
Well, you should have a designated data controller that I can contact. So I'll need to get a copy of all your CCTV footage as well.
I don't think we'd be able to give you that.
You'd have to if I'm featured in it. And the lady that I was speaking to earlier mentioned it, that you do keep the recordings of it. It's not just a live stream.
No, well, it's security. As you can see, it's security all over the estate. So,
yeah.
That we don't deal. I don't deal with that either. So.
No, you'll have a designated data controller for the estate, and you need to give me that person's details so that I can get in contact with them.
Then you'd probably have to go through our managing director then, which is the gentleman you spoke to earlier.
Gary.
Yeah.
Right.
I can give you Gary's number if you want to speak with him.
No, we're not giving out numbers.
Right. So I have to speak to Gary, but you won't give me a way to contact Gary.
I would say it would be Gary, but I can try and find out for you.
Right.
But I don't know at this specific time who it would be.
Okay. Right.
I honestly don't know.
All right. What was the purpose of the gentleman coming out to take a picture of the vehicle?
That's to see if the vehicle would be coming back on the estate. We open, we're here all the time, so
right.
We have to be careful of who comes in and who comes out of the estate.
Okay.
That's just security for everybody who's working on the estate, who's around the estate.
All right. But taking a picture of a private vehicle parked away from the estate, why would that be any of the estate's concern? In case the vehicle came back onto the estate at some point, but it wasn't on the estate in the first place.
But it's on the estate currently.
No, it's not.
It's at the service gate.
Oh, sorry, yes, I have parked up there at the moment, yeah. The first time I walked right along the driveway, I didn't realise you could walk in that way. Yeah, you're right, it is parked there at the moment, yeah.
So we'd still have the photo of your registration.
Well, you would, of course, yeah.
Parked at the service gate.
Yeah, it's the fact that a member of staff has been sent off site to follow a member of the public and take a picture of their vehicle. That's quite suspicious behaviour.
Okay, well, we can mention that to Gary.
Yeah.
Well,
we can send an email to Gary about it.
But there's not much I can do with this.
And I can't either.
What's that then?
Right. Can I get a copy of the picture, please?
Don't have this picture.
We can't get them, that's what I'm saying. We can't do that. We don't deal with any of that.
Okay, well, can you find out who does deal with that and call them down for them to do it?
There's nobody here to do that, that's what I'm saying. There's nobody here.
So you don't have a data controller?
Not inside.
Okay.
Not inside.
Hello there. My name's Gary.
Gary.
How are you?
Spoke on the phone?
We did.
You're that Gary?
Yeah,
Hiya.
absolutely. We grab a cup of tea or a coffee?
If you want to.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, ladies.
What can I get you?
Do you know, actually, I'll not take a cup of coffee. I was actually on the way home. I just
water?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Sure. Do you mind if I grab one?
I'm not at all. Yeah, I popped back in because there was a member of staff who had been sort of coming over and talking to me while I was doing the drone flights.
Sure, we'll grab a seat. Phil, would you mind just giving us a few moments? Would that be all right? Thanks so much.
Yeah, it was absolutely fine, totally courteous gentleman, no problem at all.
Okay.
Then when I went off-site, I noticed there was a vehicle following me. And when I got back to my car, he came over, pretended to be going into a building that he said belonged to the estate when I was parked way off the site.
All right.
And then when I turned around, he was sort of covertly taking a picture of my vehicle.
Okay.
Spoke to him, that's why he was doing it. First he said it was a hobby. He said he runs a YouTube channel.
Right.
And I obviously didn't believe that. Yeah. And then he said that it was someone here had told him to go and take the picture.
Right.
And I need to know why I've come onto this site quite legally, walking around, taking drone pictures for legitimate reasons, and
commercial reasons.
Editorial. There is a legal distinction.
You did say you sell them. To me.
Sell them for news. It's editorial, but it's regardless. If it's somewhere you can walk, you can fly a drone for recreation or
I don't
commercially.
understand the rules and regulations, so I'll defer to you on that one.
Okay. So that's the only reason I popped back on. As I say, I was on the way home.
So then, with the picture, I think the gentleman just mentioned to me as I entered the building that you now wish a copy of that.
I need to find out who your data controller is, because there should be a designated data controller.
There is indeed, yeah.
There is, so I can request copies of the CCTV and that picture.
Yeah.
It's more or less just to make sure that there's nothing untoward going on.
No, I mean, I can assure you. I mean, I think, we like to live a terribly quiet life here. We like to go about our business very peacefully. We don't antagonise anybody. We just want left alone, to be perfectly honest.
Fair enough.
So therefore, we don't, really enjoy when individuals come onto the estate and start to either take pictures of the buildings, which, as you can see, is under renovation. So I would never want those to circulate anywhere. That's not appropriate for.
Okay. Oh, I didn't actually notice there were any renovations going on.
The scaffold and the whole thing on it. I would hate for those pictures to end up in the public domain when the club is looking less than less sort of tidy than it ordinarily would be.
Okay.
So there's nothing going on. It's just this doesn't happen here. We've been very fortunate that people have never come onto the site and taken drone footage that we know of.
Okay.
So who knows what's happened that we don't know of? You're probably one of the few that perhaps was courteous enough to come and ask for permission. We of course would say no. We would always say no to that. We would always say no to any video footage or photography of the estate, in so much as we would always say no. Now, whether or not the individual chooses to heed that no is a matter of conjecture, opinion, and probably law. So, and I don't know, the legalities around drone footage. Although I have sought some clarity in the last hour from our lawyers on drone usage within Scotland around commercial buildings.
Okay.
That's only because this incident's made me think, shit, I really need to figure out what the hell we can and can't do here, because we don't want drone footage on the estate. Nothing's going on, I can absolutely assure you.
Okay.
I understand you were on this sort of lawn there as well, which I would suggest is significantly within the curtilage of this building.
No, I wasn't on the lawn at all.
So you weren't in the turning circle?
I walked across the turning circle, but I didn't go onto the lawn or anything, and I didn't linger there.
Right, okay. But that wasn't...
As I was walking away, after I'd finished the video, I did stop in the turning circle for a moment and took a picture on my mobile phone, but that was nothing to do with the work I was doing. It was just to send to someone.
Things like that, as you can imagine, we're touchy about it. That's probably the nicest way to put it. We're very touchy about photography because it's a private estate that's used for the enjoyment of very private individuals. So therefore, we just get uneasy when something might come in and disrupt that. And I think that's what's happened today. Okay. But I can offer you some reassurance. There's nothing going on. I'm not intending to make this a huge drama unless you wish it to become one.
No, I certainly do not.
I prefer that. We probably don't find ourselves in a position like this. I think I need to brush up on what's permissible and what's not permissible. Okay. And hopefully that's the end of this one.
Right. Okay. So the reason I was here primarily was I have two interests as far as rights in Scotland, which is the Land Reform Act and also the right of people to exercise the responsible use of the countryside and fly drones in the countryside. So obviously I had made sure that everything that I intended to do here today was completely above board and legal. And it's to find out how the places that I go respond to being confronted with that situation. Now, I would say this place was good to average, but there was quite a lot of pushback from the people in the office saying that I would be prosecuted if I took drone pictures.
I can't see it. Do you mind if I ask, are you filming me at the moment?
The body should be. My body cam stays on the whole time. I've had it on the whole day.
Okay.
So they were under the impression that, and I don't have anything against them saying this because I'm sure they're telling me what someone above them has told them, saying that I'm allowed to walk anywhere I want on the estate, which is very kind of...
I'm uneasy that I'm getting filmed at the moment in our building.
Okay, we can step outside.
I'm not sure about that. I'm really sorry. I really don't want this to become a sort of a big issue, but I'm just not sure how I feel about this.
Okay, I mean...
It seems rather odd to be getting filmed by a third party within the building that I run.
Right.
All of this seems a little bit unusual.
Okay, we could go outside off the estate if you want, or we could just kind of end the conversation at that point. I wouldn't film you against your wishes.
Well, you are at the moment, I think.
Right.
I just don't think that's appropriate. I think we're just trying to have a conversation here. I'm really sorry. I've just noticed it. I would love to just have a really normal conversation. I really, really would.
Okay.
Just feel uncomfortable about being filmed.
Right.
I just don't think that's quite right.
I totally respect that. I'm going to keep the filming on just because I record everything.
That's okay. I'm really sorry. I wish we could have a conversation about this. Right. I wish we could put the whole thing to bed quite cleanly and quite comfortably. But I just think I wouldn't be doing my job if I was accepting of being filmed for the remainder of this conversation. I'm terribly sorry.
No, I totally respect that. As far as ending on a good note, as far as I'm concerned, let's just end it on a good note. I thought we had. The pushback from the people in the office was a little bit too much, I felt.
Well, I obviously wasn't there, so I'll take your word for that. I don't know.
But then, once I left, it felt like, well, there was no big dramas there, no big problems. It's then the person turning up at my vehicle off-site, covertly filming my license plate.
Okay.
I think any member of the public would be concerned about that.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Well, again, indeed, that's your opinion, and that's fine. Listen, I'm sorry that today's probably been a little bit more uncomfortable than either of us would have liked. I was very happy watching the rugby. I don't really want to be here if Scotland are winning. I was quite keen to watch the rest of that.
Oh, okay.
But I felt it was important to come in when I found out you were back on estate. Anyway, listen, thanks for your time.
I appreciate your time as well.
For you being quite courteous about this, and I'm sorry we can't sort of continue the chat and have a coffee. I just think with the filming, probably not.
That's fine. It wouldn't fit in with my sort of professional remit of continuing the conversation without it being recorded.
Fair enough. There we go.
Right, yeah.
Principles and the like are very important, so that's okay.
Right, Gary. Thank you very much.
Listen, thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time as well. Appreciate it.
And would you be so kind as to give me your name, or would you still prefer that that's not divulged?
I'm going to stick to my guns and not give it.
Okay.
For no particular reason other than...
Then you can't.
It's expected of me to not reveal my identity doing these sort of visits to different sites.
Okay.
Which, frankly, I think is a stupid ethos to work to. But other people do similar things, and I kind of think we have to all follow the same kind of guidelines. So I'm going to choose not to.
Yeah, again, it's a world I'm not familiar with, so indeed, if you don't wish to, it's entirely fine.
Yeah, I feel stupid saying it.
I would. It's fine. And I think you're parked up the north, is that right?
I am, yeah. I've actually parked on your land this time because I came around looking for an easier way to get back in to speak to them at the office, and then happened to find that. I wish I'd come along there at first, rather than along the driveway.
Okay, listen, thank you so much.
No worries, Gary. Cheerio.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, mate. See ya. It is such a shame we don't meet people like Gary first when we come to these places, because no dramas. He's not trying to play the big man, because that's the thing, he is the big man, so he doesn't need to act it. It's your little people that work in the offices and work in the gardens and stuff like that. I'm not referring to that chap that came out. He was fine until he came and sneakily took a picture of me, or of my car. It's this way out, isn't it? Yeah, but the ladies in the office wanting to lay down the law, it's a pain, because they believe what they're saying. They're not just making it up, I don't think. They've actually been told that. And yeah, it's just a pain having to deal with those people, because you've got people telling you can't do something that you can do. And then when you go and do it, it's like you're doing something wrong by going against their wishes. But then when you meet people like Gary, there's just never any drama with people like that. I wish we could just meet the boss every place we go. Anyway, this will be the second time I've ended this video. So I will say thank you for watching. and I will catch you on the next video. Cheerio.